Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video, I'm going to show you a few ways that you can create websites really fast in Wix Studio. So the first way is by using the AI sitemap and wireframes. So this section here, you go into Wix Studio, you click Create New Site, you say Studio Sitemap and Wireframes. You fill out this form, and then it goes to work creating a website for you. And it's as simple as putting in your business type. So I'm just going to say tree stump grinding is my business. If that's your business, you put that in there. Then you say complete form with AI, or you can describe the business yourself. But if you do complete form with AI, it's even faster. So it's going to put in all this stuff for you here and puts in a description, gives you a business name, says where you're located. You might change this to something like this: Herman, Utah. Who's the target audience? What makes this business unique? What are the goals? And then you choose the tone. I'm going to show you what happened when I put something in similar like this. This is what it came up with. So this is Stump Busters, and it came up with this website here. It generated this. So it generates the wireframes and the visual sitemap. The visual sitemap is this section here. And if you want to, you can just drag these around and it'll actually change what's on the page here. So you can see this was my hero section, and now the stump removal one, our stump grinding services, is there. I can also add new sections here, and I can drag them across the different pages. So you can use this, you can create a new page and it will create new wireframes for you. Like, let's try this out. Let's say I want another page about our terms of use. So I'm going to say generate here, terms of use, and just say, please give me some legal, please give me a terms of use page. Generate wireframes and content. Yes, I want wireframes and content, I think. Let's see, if I do content, it might put in actual design. Let's see what happens here. But it's going to generate that new page and it will show up here in my sitemap, and then it will go ahead and create the wireframe. So this is one way to get your website up super fast. Terms of use, here it is. Let's go look at how it did. So terms of use, boom. So it did generate some content here for me based on my website name and everything. And now I have that page in my pages here. And even if we go look at this, it's putting in, we have to check these URLs blank 7. So there's a little bit of work we still need to do on some of these pages. But you're getting a pretty much designed site or wireframed site from an AI prompt, and giving you a good starting point based on what you tell it. Based on that description that you put in here, you can customize this however you want. So that's one way to get this going fast. And then if you need to make iterations to it, we just did it here where you can do these things that we were doing. So you can drag these around, create new sections. The other way to create a website really fast in Wix Studio is to use a template. So go in here to the Wix Studio templates under resources, go to Wix Studio templates or the template marketplace. Both places are great. The template marketplace is a place where Wix partners design templates, so you can buy. Some of them are free, but some of them are paid. So you can buy these templates here. There's a whole bunch of them and they keep getting more all the time. Some really talented Wix partners. There's some really talented designers out there. So you can find a template here based on your filter types. On this side, these are the ones that Wix Studio themselves have designed for you. And again, there are so many options in here that are phenomenal, that are amazing. If we look at what we were just looking for, tree stump grinding, let's just do a services-based website. You can find some really good ones in here. So let's say that you are a home remodeling service. This template will, you can scroll down, see if you like it. You can see what it looks like. And if it has 80% of what you want, and you just want to change the colors and customize a few sections, then you could use this template by clicking edit template here. And all these templates from Wix Studio are free. So you just find the one that you want and you should be good to go. The other cool thing about this is they have a whole section in here that are wireframe templates. So if you like the wireframe style, then you can find one. And then it's a little bit easier to just go in and customize it. So this one, and they already all have the hover animations, effects, things like that already done. So you don't have to do any of that. You just have to go in and add the content and you're good to go. So that's another way. And there are a lot of good templates in here that if you buy them, you can use them. I think you can filter on price and find the ones that are free. So there's some that are free in here that you can just go in and download. This one has 4,000 downloads, 3,000 downloads, 2,000 downloads. So people are actively in here using these templates and using them to build websites even faster. The last way I think you can build a website super fast has to do with wireframes again. So let me come back here. Let's imagine we had a blank canvas here. Then what you can do is you can add these wireframe sections inside of Wix Studio. They have a whole bunch of wireframe sections, so they're not an entire site. It's not driven by AI. These are just set sections that you can go in and use to build out your site. So let's say, hey, I like this, but I need to add a card section in here. I need to explain something a little bit better. So I'm going to go to cards and put in this. And oh, okay, there we go. There's that section now. So, that's a lot faster than building something completely from scratch because it's optimized for all devices already. So you're good to go there. And then you can continue to customize it from there. So I like adding these wireframe sections. There's not as many as I would like. I wish they were adding to it more. But when you have all the wireframe templates, you have the ones that they have available here. And then you have the AI ones. You do have quite a bit to pick from, quite a bit to choose from. And there's also pre-designed sections. They have these design kits, which are just sections they've taken from templates in a lot of cases. Like this one, if we look at Metallic Digital, you can use these sections or you can go to the template itself and then you can edit this template. So if you want the full experience here, which this one is a bit hard to follow, but let me see if I can find a different one here, like this gradient tech. I just go down to the bottom, go to template, and I can see what this looks like. Pretty cool animations there on the scroll effects. So then I can edit this template, or they have the other sections in here that are pre-designed here as well. So there's lots of ways. I've used this section a lot in my videos. It's just a nice section that's kind of gets your attention. So you can use these too that are designed sections. The one thing is if you start to kind of piece these sections together, it's a bit harder for consistency, for design consistency across sections. So that's why we're like the wireframes, because these come to you without any design styling and you get to style them and you can make them all consistent through your site styles and that sort of thing. But if you start to put together a couple of these sections, you might have to do some more work to get them to match. So if you use this section here, the font and colors are way different than if you used this team section here. But there are so many ways to get your Wix Studio website done faster, especially if you want something pretty basic and simple, like a couple of pages, just a place to get your website out there, then this is a good place to start. And the AI wireframe and sitemap tool over here, great option. You just go in here, create new site, Studio sitemap and wireframes using a template, either one that you can buy or using one from Wix Studio, another great option, or just using these wireframes here inside of the editor. So I'm clicking around a lot, have a few tabs open, but inside the editor here, adding a new section and using it as a wireframe is another great way to just continue to add to your site faster than from scratch. So if you found this video helpful, I think it's really important to know what options you have available if you are someone who's looking to get your website done quickly. I also look at these for website projects for clients. Sometimes there's something that is really close to a wireframe or an existing template or something that we can purchase for not too much that's really close to what they want. Then we can customize it from there. Sometimes that doesn't work, and then you can just create more of a custom website or use the AI tool. But there are so many ways to get your Wix Studio website designed faster, especially if you don't want to be the designer. If you just want to build and get it published and start working on other things, then these are some great options. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next video.